We'll move on to there's the Champions League draw on Friday for the last 16. Now, we're recording this before the playoffs have even finished, so we don't know exactly who Arsenal will face, but we know it'll be one of PSV, Feyenoord, Milan, or Juventus in the last 16. And teams that, of course, with no disrespect to any of them, but with a fully fit squad, you'd back Arsenal to beat all of them pretty much. And then possibly Atletico Madrid or Bayer Leverkusen in the quarter-finals, of course, where Arsenal went out last year, managed to end that last 16 hoodoo, but couldn't shake the Bayern Munich hoodoo. I think when Arsenal had that fully fit squad, I thought this, finished third in the league phase. I thought this is a squad that could potentially make the semi-finals or potentially go even further. But, like I say, we don't know who Arsenal are going to face yet in the last 16, but I think, is there still a chance for Arsenal to really go for the last four of the Champions League or even further? Or do you think injuries they'll prove too costly?
There's a chance. I mean, Saka and Martinelli should hopefully be back for the quarterfinals if Arsenal get there, which will obviously they'll be in a hell of a lot stronger position if you've got those two players in the team. Um, I do the loss of Havertz, not having a central striker when you get deep into that competition where you need to be clinical when chances come your way, and you need goals. And you say you're coming up against a Real Madrid in the semi-finals or final, whenever it is, and you're coming up against a team that's got Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham, and then Arsenal have got Mikel Merino up front. I mean, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it? And so it's going to be very, very tough. But look, it's a cup competition. If you're very good defensively, you can get your way through to a final and you can win games by being very defensively strong and then taking an opportunity that comes your way at the other end. We've seen Greece win the Euros in 2004 by basically doing exactly that and surprising everyone. And Arsenal winning the Champions League wouldn't be anywhere near as big a surprise as Greece winning Euro 2004. So it can happen. It's going to be incredibly difficult, but you've just got to rely on what you're very, very strong at. Um, and Arsenal are very strong defensively. They don't concede many goals. They've shown that already in the Champions League. They've performed very well in the Champions League this season. So yeah, there's absolutely a chance. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very tough. I can't imagine they would be they'd be anywhere near the favourites if you got through to the final four because of the situation they're in. But can't rule it out. Absolutely can't rule it out. Tottenham got to the final a few years ago, for example. If that can happen, then anything can happen in the
I think
Champions League.